Due to adult themes in this program, viewer discretion is advised.
Hi there, I'm Simon Rafe, and this is Fide Defensor, the Defender of the Faith. This show gives you important and useful tips on defending and explaining the Catholic faith. Now, this is the third season of Fide Defensor, and if you've missed previous seasons, go and check them out. This season, I'm taking a look at moral questions all Catholics should be able to answer. Now, I'm going to give some quick and simple answers to basic questions. Now, a couple of words of warning. First, many moral questions involve adult themes, abortion, sexuality, frank discussions of things which some people might find unpleasant or inappropriate. If you're a parent, you might want to watch these programs before letting your child see them. Now, secondly, these answers are not intended to be the be-all and end-all of the discussion. They're just starting points. I urge you to do your own research and learn more about morality. So, let's begin with a question which isn't really a moral question, but it's how many of these discussions will begin. The non-Catholic, or the lapsed or bad Catholic, will ask you something like, why is the church so obsessed with sex? Now, the person will bring up a whole grab bag of things here. Fornication, adultery, contraception, masturbation, homosexuality. To the person outside the church, it seems as if sexuality is the issue the church talks about. Now, there are two answers you can give. The first is to kind of turn the tables and quite simply say, hey, you're the one who brought up sex, and have you seen the media today? It's wall-to-wall with sexualized images. Saying the church is obsessed with sex is rather silly, don't you think, when the world is far more obsessed with it. Now, this isn't really an answer, but it might turn the tables and make him think about what he's asking you. No, the best answer is that the church isn't obsessed with sex, but she does consider it very important. Sex is the means by which new life is made. It is the union of a man and a woman in a sacred bond, which is physically pleasurable, emotionally comforting, and spiritually uplifting. It is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. But, like anything powerful, it can be very dangerous if misused. The church recognizes that sex is important, powerful, and very special and sacred. That is why she says it's important to get it right and to use it properly and generously, not for selfish pleasure, which ultimately damages human beings. Now, the world outside the church seems to treat sex as something to make a joke about, or to sell for money, or use in denigrating advertising and other media. Now, the objective in saying all this is to make the person see that the church's stance is not based on cruelty and control, but rather on love and a desire to protect and nurture human beings. Now, of course, the non-Catholic might not agree with you, but hopefully he will accept that there is a good intention behind the so-called obsession with sex. Now, that's all for this week. Come back next week when I'll be taking more moral questions and that you might get asked. Until then, check out the rest of the basic training series, and if you have any questions, suggestions, or comments, just drop me an email. I'm Simon Rafe. Keep fighting the good fight, and God bless.